Louisiana beer reviews. Mickey's Ice-brewed ale. I could not find out when this beer was first introduced, but I'm suspecting it was sometime after the 1999 acquisition of the Mickey's brand by Miller from Pabst, who, by the way, had bought it from Stroh's, who had bought it from Highland in '96. Here's your Mickey's, a fine malt liquor, 5.6% alcohol. And by the way, Mickey's has the exact same specs down the line: protein, calories, alcohol, etc. as Magnum. So one wonders if it's not in fact the same exact recipe as Magnum. Here's a can of the Mickey's Ice, and here's the quart bottle. I only saw Mickey's Ice-brewed ale once before in my life, and that was in Trevose, Pennsylvania in 2010. And this year I was driving through Florida and I saw it twice on the road. And I had to pick up the quart bottle and the can, the can's still full of beer. I haven't drank that yet. So this is a malt liquor, but it's a malt liquor ale, apparently not a lager. Ice-brewed ale, as it says very clearly. There is no information on the Miller Coors website about this beer except for the nutritional information which they supply. So it's 5.8% alcohol, a little bit higher than the regular Mickey's. 5.8% is high for beer, but it's low for malt liquor. I have never had this before. I don't know what to say about it. I know it gets a C- on Beer Advocate, and it gets a poor rating on Rate Beer, although it does get a 51 out of 100 for the style. And not too many people have had it. The distribution for this is limited. Alright, let's get it going. Some smoke coming out of there for sure. As you can see, it has a very thick white head. Now, if this was sold in Texas, it would be called an ale even if it wasn't an ale. Because in Texas, anything above, I think, 5% alcohol has to be called an ale. Even if it's a lager, like Bud Ice is called an ale in Texas. Natural Ice. Ice House. Milwaukee's Best Ice. It's ridiculous, but anyway, this would be an ale that really is an ale. Alright, the appearance through this frosty mug is clear, yellow golden, and the head is sticking around, as you can see. Alright, go ahead and give this the smell test. Well, really a neutral aroma, first whiff. A little bit of graininess, and it's not skunked in any way, which you have to worry about with the green bottle, but light causing it to get skunked, but it's not skunked. And I haven't been running into too much skunkiness lately with clear or green bottles. So just more like a stereotypical beer aroma. Now, most importantly, the taste test. My inaugural Mickey's Ice taste test. All right, this has a bold, sweet, full grain flavor. You know, you can't tell if it's the barley malt or the yellow corn grits, but it's strong. Not bad. Not off-putting, but bold. For sure. There is a clearly distinguishable hop background with this. No, it's not what you would call a hoppy beer by any stretch of the imagination. But I would, if I was betting, I would say it's probably about a 19, 18 or 19 IBU rating, which, you know, a regular beer is about 12. So it's got that going for it. Let's give this a few more sips. Overall, I'd say it's a very round beer. It's a good mix of barley malt, the corn, and the hops. The mouthfeel, well, it's medium bodied. I don't really get that ale fluffiness. If I was just guessing and you gave this to me, I would detect the malt liquor aspects of it. But it doesn't have that cloyingness, that overly sweet chewiness that is so off-putting that other, you know, with other malt liquors. It really is smooth and easy drinking, and the finish is crisp, clean, dry, and refreshing. Well, mostly dry, maybe semi-dry. But if I was given this on a blind test, I would think it was a lager, not an ale. But that may not matter much, really, that it's top fermented instead of bottom fermented, because it really is just, it's got so much of a malt liquor taste profile, really, that's what stands out. But for a malt liquor and for beer in general, I would have to go with hey, it's got a lot of carbonation and a lot of lacing. Boy, this is smooth. I'm telling you, this beer is smooth like a beer that's smooth. I'm going to go with a B+. I think it's very good. It's very enjoyable. I think this would be an excellent beer with pizza or just alone. So it's certainly one of the top-notch malt liquors on the market. Miller did a good job with it. Laissez les bon temps rouler. This is a very good beer. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to New Orleans. Let's go Mets! Let's go Mets! Let's go Mets! Mets go Let's!